Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. I'm going to give the people some time to get in here. So we're going to do a lawsuit review. As promised, I am back live. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Suzanne, for hitting that like button. Hey, I want to shout out all the people that gifted memberships in the last live. Thank you guys so. Thank you. Oh, let me tell the people that we are live. Give me 1 second, y'all. Well, let's let the stream go out there. I don't know if you guys got notifications. Matter of fact, let me ask you, did you guys get notifications? Hold up. Notification received by YT. Yes or no? Please vote. If you got a notification, please let me know in the chat. Oh my gosh, Jill, thank you. Hey everybody, come through. Jill just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Jill. Put a heart in the chat. Shout out to Jill. She was in our stream last time. Shout out to her, Jill. Make sure you guys check that stream out. Y'all don't want to miss that one. Ooh, the sun is getting at my eyes. You did receive a notification? Oh my God. You got notified. Okay, that's good. Yes, there was a lot of gifters in the last stream. It's a lot. We've been blessed. You got your notification. Good to know. Make sure you guys vote. And let me let the people in Discord know that we're live now, just so everybody's aware, because we got a lot of reading. Hey, just a tea, please. How are you, love? Let me let the people know that we are live now. You got one, Iron Rabbit? Okay. I know that YouTube, there's only so many notifications on live streams that they send out. Let me let everybody know that we're live. Welcome, everybody. Can you guys do me a favor and hit that like button? Like I told you guys, we were going to get censored immediately. Our stream went into like censorship mode. So I'm not surprised. Everyone, we are live now. And Melly, thank you. So shout out to Melly. Melly was the one that hooked us up with the court documents. Thank you, love. Thank you, Melly. Shout out to everybody. Y'all are amazing. Let me share this link with everybody in the chat. Before we get started, thank you. Yes, just from the title, wow. As much as I don't want to think about Lou Pearlman, well, we got to think about Lou Pearlman here in a minute. We got to talk about Lou Pearlman, Mr. Lou Pearlman. If you're in the chat and need to hit the like, thank you so much, Micah. Thank you. Thank you, Melly, again. You didn't get notified? Just lucky. Oh my gosh. Why? What? YouTube is so funny that way. That's just how it is. And let me put this on the community post. We live now. Hopefully people will start coming in here. We got some lawsuits to review. I've skim read some of them, not all of them. I got my water. Hey, Sylvia. Oh my God. Sylvia, y'all. And let me shout out Sylvia. Sylvia. Thank you, Sylvia, again for blessing us. Sylvia, I put this over here so I could show you guys. Sylvia gifted Baby Bunny some PJs. They're the cutest little things. Let me tell you. Thank you, Sylvia. And it's a 3-set PJ. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia. Cute little, I don't know if y'all can see it, Baby Bunny little PJs. I kind of want some for myself. Let me just say that much. And then the cute little short PJ shorts. Thank you. And then, of course, this right here, y'all. Oh, my God. You already know. If you know me, you know I'm a Selena fan. I've done documentaries and stuff like that. Shout out to. Thank you so much, Sylvia. You're amazing. Thank you, guys. Everybody. Thank you. Iron Rabbit. Thank you for gifting memberships. Aw, thank you, Iron Rabbit. Make sure you put hearts in the chat if you got a membership from Iron Rabbit. And thank you. I'm just making time to let the people get in here. And then Mel, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Oh my gosh. You guys, thank you guys. Thank you. I know. I can't wait. I got to hang that Selena thing somewhere over here so y'all can see it. Thank you. I appreciate it. We've been working hard. Thank you. Sylvia, I know Sylvia has become baby. You know, people would fight you for that title, so you got to be careful. Sylvia's become la madrina. Yep, it is what it is. You get your notifications all the time from Discord channels, and that does you along with the anti-Scientology and others. Really? Okay. Yeah, I try. Hey, Wim. Everybody come through, guys. Thank you. I don't have a P.O. box because number one, it's too expensive to have a P.O. box, but also like I don't know how often I would check it. Amazon is kind of like there. I have like an edit list, but I've been thinking about doing a P.O. box. Maybe I might. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. I feel some type of way about a P.O. box too. Okay. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chico. Shout out to you guys. Okay, we got some lawsuits to review, guys. We are going to be reviewing these lawsuits that just dropped today. Now, so far we know that there's a 10-year-old victim. Okay, we know of that lawsuit. And then there's another 17-year-old victim, both children, honestly, both children. So let's go ahead and start by reviewing this one. All right, 1 second, y'all. We go in here. Maybe I'll put it down this way. It might be easier for me to read. Okay, everybody. Thank you, guys. I know. Again, and another one. And this time, though, La Coneja writes, we got like, listen, this is children at this point. These are children that we have at this point. So this is not like adults. These are children, right? Which I think makes things even just horrible overall, right? It said horrible. So come on through, guys. Everybody that's coming through, I'm sure notifications are just going out, and I'm noticing that the sun is hitting me right in the eye. Give me 1 sec, y'all. Okay, so let's get this lawsuit going. Thank you again, Melly. Again. So this is the Busby law firm, of course, and so everybody's aware of the Busby law firms. They are like copying and pasting every lawsuit. Of course, the introduction and certain alleged facts are going to be different. This is all civil at this point. So the introduction starts by saying this case seeks compensatory and punitive damages for the drugging and assault of a 10-year-old boy when he met defendant Combs for an audition. The conduct described herein is shockingly typical of how Combs conducted himself in many years. Many individuals and entities facilitated and enabled the abhorrent conduct. Sean Combs believes he is above the law. He is not. Okay. And then it keeps going. All right. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Wim. Hold up, y'all. This sun, it's like killing me. It's like moving. The sun is moving. Wim just gifted 5 memberships. If you guys got memberships from Wim, put a heart in the chat, please. And thank you. Thank you, Wim. And B Tim said, you need DJ Khaled for every time that there is no lawsuit. Another one and another one. Not when there is no lawsuit, but when there's a lawsuit. I'm waiting for DJ Khaled to be mentioned on a lawsuit. Honestly, I'm waiting for him to be mentioned. Hold up. Where's he at? Where'd he go? Here he is. Here it is. Another one. He is forever going to have, like, he's in hiding right now. He doesn't want to be mentioned whatsoever. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some, like, honestly, some that'll be out there. For when they're, okay, I see you, B. Tim. Every time, that's 200 times. I can't, like, that would be so annoying. Another one. How many times would I have to click on this? Still standing. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Thank you. I'm just saying, I don't know what to believe at this point. We're going to do what we're going to do, okay? Here we go. All right, so we are going to skip through certain parts of this because it's a copy and paste of every lawsuit, but where we want to go is to the alleged facts, okay? And for those that don't know, this is a John Doe by the 10 years old who resides in California, okay? I know, right? She goes like, that would annoy me. That would annoy me, right? Okay, again, this is a 10-year-old little boy. And I got a little worked up talking about the lawsuit over there, like my throat was hurting me. Because when you got kids, it's like it's no child should endure any of this shit whatsoever to be famous, to please somebody, nobody. Okay. In 2005, Plaintiff was a 10-year-old boy interested in becoming an actor and or rapper. Plaintiff lived in Los Angeles area and used his proximity to the entertainment industry to secure several acting roles and a part in a music video. To help their son with the career, Plaintiff's parent found and hired an industry consultant through an internet ad. The consultant recommended that the family visit New York City to meet with people in the music industry. Okay, so there was a consultant in the middle. And Cindy Gonzalez, thank you for the $4.99 love. Shout out to you. I put your comment up because I didn't want to miss it. Thank you, Cindy, for supporting my channel. All right. So I talked a little bit about this, was it about a week ago? You guys remember, maybe this might have happened to you, but if you ever went to a mall and you were approached by like an acting coach or a modeling person or somebody who would say, hey, do you look like you could be this? I know I was a couple times. You would be approached by like an industry person, right? Or somebody that would have a connect. A John Robert Powers, a Barbizon, or some shit like that, right? That's how I see these industry recruiters, okay? So to help their son, this is what the parents are thinking. Like they're helping their son build their career. They're already in LA. They want to help them, help him get forward in his career. The parents found and hired an industry consultant through an internet ad. The consultant recommended that the family visit New York City to meet with people in the music industry. Oh, wow. That's just so sad. I'm so sorry, Crafty Kid. I'm so sorry. And for anybody else that has been victimized, I'm really sorry as we're reviewing this, because this could really trigger a lot for folks, okay? Plaintiff and his parents flew to New York in or around the summer of 2005. And stayed in a hotel across from Madison Square Garden. While in New York, Plaintiff and his parents met with numerous people within the music industry. Plaintiff participated in a photo shoot for a magazine as well. So this was a young kid. Like, y'all imagine, you're excited, photos, this idea of being famous, right? During the trip, plaintiff consultant arranged a meeting with defendant Combs for an audition. Combs indicated he wanted to meet with plaintiff alone first prior to meeting the family. Okay, so let me tell you guys something, and this is something that the plaintiff Jane said in the chat. She covered the R. Kelly case very thoroughly, 2 summers ago. She said that this is how R. Kelly would like essentially, have a moment alone with the victim, that he would tell he would tell the parents that he needed to meet with the victim alone. So he would separate the victim from the parents and then promise them, and then that's when the alleged things would happen to the victim, or the things would happen to the victim. I'm not going to say allege, because at this point he's been found guilty. R. Kelly has. So, certain perpetrators have a way of moving, and R. Kelly definitely was moving the very similar way. There's a lot of R. Kelly defenders out there, truly. So it's just interesting to see similarities between predators and patterns and whatnot. Okay. During the trip, plaintiff consultant arranged a meeting with defendants Combs for an audition. Combs indicated that he wanted to meet with plaintiff alone first, prior to meeting the family. The consultant, without plaintiff's parents, took plaintiff to the purported audition at a hotel in the same general vicinity as plaintiff's own hotel. The consultant brought plaintiff to Combs' room, but left him with Combs and told plaintiff that she would be back later. This is interesting, okay? Let me go back a little bit, all right? The consultant, without plaintiff's parents, took plaintiff to the purported audition at a hotel in the same general vicinity as plaintiff's own hotel. The consultant brought plaintiff to Combs' room, but left him with Combs and told plaintiff that she would be back later. Y'all picking that up? So this internet consultant was like a predator, like a, like the in-between. Plaintiff recalls other people in the room or area, but he did not know who any of the people were. Plaintiff performed several raps songs for Combs. Combs complimented Plaintiff on his rapping and told Plaintiff that he could make him a star. Combs asked Plaintiff how badly he wanted to be a star and what Plaintiff would do to get to be one. Plaintiff responded as might any 10-year-old child, that he would do anything. He would do anything to become a star. At this point, one of the other people presented gave Plaintiff a soda, which he drank. After drinking the soda, Plaintiff began to feel a little funny, but initially thought it was because he was so happy at the moment. Based on information and belief, Combs, by himself or through his agents/employees, previously laced the drink with drugs included but not limited to GHB and or ecstasy. This behavior towards plaintiffs mimics a pattern of Combs and his agents, employees, drugging unsuspecting victims in order to make it easy for Combs to assault that person. Unfortunately, plaintiff was one of such victim. A photograph of the container used by Combs, and this is a photograph that they've been showing every time. Okay, now let me go back a little bit, because I don't know about you guys, but I didn't know what GHB was when I was 10. Like, you don't know what GHB, you don't know what these drugs are. You don't know what, like, how is a 10-year-old supposed to know that they're being drugged? Help me understand that. How is a 10-year-old child supposed to know that they're being drugged? Through a soda. You wouldn't know that. You're 10. You don't think that people are there to perpetrate on you. You don't think that, right? All right. They don't, right? They don't. After plaintiff consumed his soda, he began feeling its effects. Combs told plaintiff to move closer to him, which plaintiff did. Combs then abruptly pushed plaintiff down and said words to the effect of, "You have to do some stuff you don't want to do sometimes." Once he had pushed plaintiff down, Combs pulled his area out, or his thing out, his pants, and told the 10-year-old plaintiff to kiss it. Then plaintiff resisted. Combs nevertheless forced his penis into plaintiff's mouth and proceeded repeatedly to push it in and out. Plaintiff understandably froze in terror as the assault continued. Okay. Around this time, whether from panic or the drugs circulating in the system, plaintiff lost consciousness. When plaintiff awoke, he began crying immediately. Plaintiff's pants were undone, and his anus and buttocks were hurt badly. Combs was still present. Plaintiff cried that he wanted to go to his mom and dad. Combs replied that if plaintiff told anyone about what had happened, he would hurt plaintiff's mom and dad badly. When the consultant came back to get him, she noticed that plaintiff was badly shaken and asked what was wrong. As if you didn't fucking know. As if you didn't know that something was wrong. Okay. I'm gonna need these people, promoters, people in between to like I just can't, man. And I hope that her name, it sounds like it's a her, gets released as well. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. Upon plaintiff's return, his parents immediately noticed that he was lethargic and acting differently. Although plaintiff ultimately told his parents what happened, plaintiff and his parents were terrified of the potential consequences of reporting the abuse. Okay. So hard, let me tell you. I can empathize with the parents being scared. I think anybody would be scared, okay? But it is so hard to, I don't know. Like, I'm like, I don't know. How do you not report something like this? But you just never know. You know, you never know. And some folks, I know some of you guys in the chat have said to me, Rabbit, like, don't go hard on the parents. You don't know. We don't know. You're right. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Hopefully they're going to testify at some point in this court trial. I'm just going to say that. Plaintiff experienced a significant impact from Combs' assault of him at such an early age. Plaintiff has suffered and continues to suffer from severe depression, anxiety, which leaves him hopeless and fatigued. When in situations that remind him of the incident, he feels a strong sense of panic. Plaintiff had to be homeschooled because of the behavioral issues that affected his relationships, and many of those issues remain ongoing. He battles fears and night terrors regularly. In short, Plaintiff was deprived of a normal childhood and is unable to interact with others in life. Excuse me, hold up. Unable to interact with others and live a normal life in general due to his encounter with defendant Combs. And this is what we have so far, and that is of the 10-year-old victim, okay? What I want to know is, of course, they're going to face the people. You're going to go to court. You're going to face what you need to face, right? But I just don't know. I don't know. There's so many questions that I have. What other receipts would we have? You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be communication between the talent person. There's a talent middle person. There had to have been communication. No, he didn't get help, Evil Queen. He was AR'd and didn't get help. Okay. They wasn't even reported to law enforcement. And that's what was getting me earlier. Like, I was getting upset because I'm like, y'all realize that if this was reported to law enforcement, Diddy would be a registered, child predator at this point, right? Like, he would be a child predator, registered child predator. Yeah, Susie Q, I bet that that's probably the case. They were probably worried that they would be unalived by Diddy, right? You're right. It is. You're right. I'm just saying. You're right. It is. But it's so hard for me to wrap my head around that. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold up, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to stop. I had somebody. Baby Bunny said, now, you already know I stop everything for Baby Bunny. She comes in, she's like, I want this. I want popcorn. So we had to give her popcorn. Anyways. We got to read the next one. Are you guys ready for the next lawsuit? Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys, do me a favor. If you guys can please hit that like button, because this is, like I said earlier, this is the kind of stuff that YouTube likes to suppress. They don't like us talking about these lawsuits. They just don't. They will much more promote a law and crime or other bigger channels than this little channel. But that's what I'm saying. It is very hard to listen. I have young children too, so I understand this. Like, I don't know what to say. Now, this one here, thank you, Brittany. This one here is of a 17-year-old, okay? Hooey. Oh my gosh, Evil Queen, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. If you guys got memberships from anybody that gifted today, please put a heart in the chat. Thank you, Evil Queen. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Let's get into this, okay? So this one, and I I kind of glanced at this one, so I'm going to be reading this like just out of surprise. So this case seeks I can't even say the word compensatory and punitive damages for a violent assault that occurred at a Making the Band audition in New York. Making the Band audition in New York. The conduct described herein is shockingly typical of how defendant Sean Combs conducted himself for many years. Many individuals in these entities facilitated and conspired with his abhorrent conduct. Sean Combs believed he was above the law. He is not. Okay. This is also, I'm pretty sure, a John Doe. And we are going to review this. John Doe is a male who resides in California. Okay. Alrighty, let's get to the alleged facts. And I'm gonna take my time, y'all, because like I said, a lot of this is like bam, it's hard. Thank you, Sylvia, for the 99 cents. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you again for supporting my channel. You're amazing. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Dang, I got a notification. I'm still late. Well, I'm glad you got your notification. When he made them walk to get the cheesecake, we all seen his true colors. Carly, what are you talking about? What cheesecake? Was that a separate lawsuit? I'm lost. He is a disgusting human being. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna take my time because of just the much information that's being said. Making the Band was a reality television series that aired on various networks, including MTV from 2000 to 2009. The show, created by Lou Pearlman, we've heard of that disgusting. Oh, the show. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Chico. I was like, what y'all talking about? The cheesecake. And now I know what you're talking about. Thank you, Chico. And Elizabeth, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to you. Okay. I remember, yeah, where Diddy made people walk for cheesecake. That I was like, what y'all talking about? What cheesecake? I remember now. All right. Lou Pearlman, Lou Pearlman, I swear. And I'm like, there's so much from that disgusting human too, who wherever the hell he's at right now, dead and whatnot. I just feel like he owes so much explanation to this industry. In my opinion, and it's not my opinion, it was said that Lou Pearlman, allegedly, based on what Aaron Carter said before he died, that he might have done some stuff with Nick Carter. That's out there. It's been put out there. Lou Pearlman is a disgusting human being as well. And Elizabeth, thank you for becoming a member, love. Shout out to you, Elizabeth. I don't know if I shouted you out. Thank you. Yes, and he did. He died in jail. Well, I think he had a procedure. I don't know if he died in the procedure or in jail. But anyways, he's dead. And so it's said that people believe that Lou Pearlman is hiding money in like the Cayman Islands and all this other stuff. He's hiding money because there's so much money that was not found from his little Ponzi scheme that he held. Lou Pearlman is trash. He's trash. And if you ever go, and you can go online and watch this, but Lou Pearlman's grave site, like, it doesn't even have anything on it. It's a little sign with like an expo marker with this name on it. People don't visit his sign. He kind of like, he's a disgrace to the industry. Okay. But anyways, let's start reading. So Making the Band was a reality TV show series that aired on various networks, including MTV, from 2000 to 2009. The show, created by Lou Pearlman and later produced by Combs, followed the formation of musical groups through a competitive audition process. Aspiring singers and performers competed for a spot in a new music group with the ultimate goal of signing a record deal and achieving fame. The show combined elements of traditional talent competitions with the drama of reality TV as participants live together and face eliminations based on their progressions. Throughout the series, contestants underwent rigorous challenges, including vocal and dance training, live performance, and personal development tasks, often under the intense scrutiny of industry professionals like Combs. And, you know, Aubrey O'Day, Don Richard. Don Richard followed the lawsuit. We read that a couple of weeks ago. Okay, and Don talked about just like how grueling it was to be part of the thing. Aubrey O'Day has talked about that in a sense deleted from the Celebrity Apprentice, even though some folks were able to catch that. Shout out to the folks that put that out there from the Celebrity Apprentice. I remember because I used to watch the Celebrity Apprentice. Don Aubrey O'Day talked about how Diddy was like the worst person to work for it. There was so much abuse and whatnot, right? And thank you, Mar Lugo, for the 199, 10 years old. These in between people knew. That's right, Mar. They did know. I'm just like, I don't know how y'all don't know. I don't know how people don't know. We know. The Apprentice it was one of my favorite shows. I'm not going to lie. I like The Apprentice. You said I get confused because there are so many of these industry people that are accused of abuse. Hard to keep them all straight. Belen, I feel like I started an Excel sheet to keep track of all these lawsuits because we need to start tracking these lawsuits. That's what we need to do. We just don't, we don't know. What I do know is that all these people are like complicit, in my opinion. All of them. All of them, all of them. They are. They knew. Okay, these in between, these industry people, they're all complicit. They freaking knew. Yeah, you right. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Okay. So, in or around 2008, plaintiff, then 17 years old, participated in a 3-day audition for making the band. Having seen the opportunity online and through newspaper advertisements. During the audition process, plaintiff advanced to a stage where contestants met individually in private rooms with Combs and his bodyguard. And there goes the bodyguards. The bodyguards. All right. Anyways. On the first day of the audition, during a one-on-one interview, Combs asked plaintiff hypothetical questions about handling situations involving sexual pressures. Okay. As Combs described these scenarios, he began to sexually assault plaintiff by touching plaintiff both over and under his clothing, including groping and fondling his area, and instructing plaintiff to undress. So was the bodyguard there? While he groped plaintiff, Combs engaged in sexually explicit behavior, including masturbating himself. Throughout his encounter, Combs emphasized his power to control plaintiff's future in the music industry, stating that he had the ability to make or break plaintiff's career. On the second day, plaintiff went through a longer interview process. During this interview, Combs again instructed plaintiff to undress, explaining that plaintiff needed to demonstrate the ability to embody a sex idol persona, which was purportedly required for the band's image. Yeah, like you think that, okay, do you think that Diddy, and I'm just wondering, like, how many people were there, right? Canvas and Crime, like, it sounds like the bodyguard was there. It sounds like there's a lot of people present, when they're watching some of this stuff go down. Okay, like, they're not stopping him. I'm not hearing. The only time I heard of a bodyguard come in and check in on what was going on was in the lawsuit with the Marriott. And that wasn't even Diddy's bodyguard. That was the Marriott's security team. This is too much. Honestly, this is like, wow. Okay. So This encounter eventually escalated into Combs forcing the plaintiff to perform oral on him, and Combs sodomizing the plaintiff. Combs continued to reiterate his power to control plaintiff's future in the music industry. On the third day, Combs introduced his bodyguard, T, into these sexual advances. So now the bodyguard is participating too? Okay. So now the bodyguard was introduced. I know they just said T as in T, like, and I actually put this in the community wall. I want y'all to put everybody's how many bodyguards, all the names that we know of Diddy bodyguards, and it started with T. Is T still alive? Because I know he's had one that died, or at least, yeah, one bodyguard that died, one or two that died. T starts with the name T. There's no way. You got Gene Deal backpedaling. Oh my God. What did Gene Deal think was going to happen? They knew they were going to ask him questions. They knew that this was going to happen. He had to have known, La Conega. He had to know. I'm just wondering. You said everybody's excuse is fear. They allow the abuse to continue. All right. So Combs introduced bodyguard T into the sexual advances. Combs framed this as a test of plaintiff's willingness to do anything necessary to succeed in the music industry. Okay. T requested oral from plaintiff, and while plaintiff complied due to force, Combs sexually assaulted plaintiff again, simultaneously groping and fondling both plaintiff and the bodyguard. Oh my. Okay. Plaintiff's facial expressions during this ordeal showed his discomfort and hesitation, prompting Combs to express dissatisfaction. Combs stated that plaintiff's demeanor suggested an intention to report the incident, and as a result, Combs said he would be keeping an eye on plaintiff. You said Gene said Combs was not like this when he left. Cheryl, when he was not like this? Like when though? Because this is stretching all the way to the 90s. And now here we are in the 2000s. 2000, you know, when? When did he stop? When was he not like that? Like, I just don't understand. I have a question about that. I don't know. Ultimately, this led to plaintiff's elimination from the competition, as Combs claimed that plaintiff was untrustworthy due to his reservation about performing oral on his bodyguard. As a result, these assaults during the audition process and plaintiff's reaction to them, plaintiff was excluded from further opportunities in the competition and was unable to return to the music industry for 7 years. 7 years. Plaintiff continues to deal with mental and emotional anguish from these assaults. Okay, and then the narrative is still the same on the body. All right, so this specific, one thing that stood out to me about this specific plaintiff here is that he's not reporting being drugged. He's 17 years old, but he wasn't reporting being drugged. There wasn't anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. It makes you wonder, like, were there anybody else? Who was bodyguard T? How many bodyguards? Oh, Lord have mercy. Now let me Google this. All of Diddy's, because I'm curious. Bodyguards. I want to know in order. Somebody in Google has to have already done the list. I just don't know order list. Here we go. Diddy's long list of accomplices revealed. That's not there. I want to see all the names, because he's had many, and some have spoken out and some have not. I don't know what to make of it. You know what I mean? Y'all notice that law enforcement didn't start going after celebrities until the old heads retired and got out the way, says Chico. Oh my God. Rabbit, I saw the name Tubi on a doc DJ read out before. Really? Tubi or Tubby? Tubby? Tubi? Mar, thank you for the $4.99. Where are these bodyguard lawsuits? They also need to be charged, right? Like criminally. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering what is going on. That's all. Like, there's no way. Thank you, Mar, for the $4.99. There is no way. Like, it's just some of this is like, all right. If excuse me, if Busby is picking out the lawsuits, that because they have to investigate these lawsuits, right? You know, there's a risk of being thrown out there. Like, they could say this is meritless. They can go out and do all that, right? They could say that there's nothing to this lawsuit civilly. But what receipts were provided by the alleged victims to Busby? Think about it. The 10-year-old, for example, the 10-year-old has the parents. Was a 10-year-old taken to a doctor? We don't know. We know that police wasn't called, but then police would probably, report that to a doctor, given the extent of, the allegations and whatnot, right? There's that. Then you have the middle person for the 10-year-old, right? This industry consultant. There's receipts there. There has to be receipts there. How did they start going out there? Night Charm, you think that Busby's starting to give Ariel Mitchell? Well, damn. I mean, tell me more. What do you think? There's so I'm just personally, I just feel like there's got to be more receipts to this if they're taking this. They had 1,200 calls from Busby. They have to vet this information. You said in Infinite Film says they vetted them. That's why they still have so many calls to go through and each vet them. I would believe that, right? Now, are there going to be some lawsuits that will be like, this is just meritless? This is like, there's nothing? Potentially. But I'm sorry. Like, I honestly think like this 10-year-old, the travel, those are all receipts. All of that could be considered receipts. We don't know. We don't know. What's the in between? And then this young 17-year-old auditioned for Making the Band. Didn't make it. Okay. Think of everything that would be in place for that. They're building a RICO case. Let me tell you something. All of that takes time, right? All of that takes time. We will see what comes out of this. We will see what comes out of this. You said, hold up. Yep, the bodyguards are co-conspirators. Thus, RICO status applies to all of them once their identities are discerned. And my thing is it gets to me because it's like, and we were talking about this, it gets to me that that in the civil area, especially when the victims are minors, they're not minors anymore, but they were minors then. Why are they allowed to remain like quiet? Why are they allowed to have their secrecy? Why are they allowed to have anything? Why? I don't understand. Like, there needs to be something. And I'm not talking about it, shout out to the people on the internet that understand how crazy this is, that are getting as outraged as a lot of us are, because we know that this is not normal. This is not normal. How is it that the laws in the civil cases are able to protect? They're able to protect people that settle out of court, right? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And now the media, like right now, the media is picking up all these lawsuits, the Making the Band lawsuits. I don't understand. I'm not worried whatsoever. Diddy's twin daughters attending homecoming dance, even though there's legal troubles. I'm like, listen, okay. I hope they have a great time at the homecoming dance. But your father has ruined the childhood that these, young girls and his children have. I don't care about Diddy's safety in this damn. I mean, I want him to go to court. Don't get me wrong, but clearly. But at the same time, it's like, you guys, like, as these allegations are coming about, this is not normal. None of this is normal. This is not normal, and it's not okay. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me see what you guys are saying. If he was taken to a doctor, the doctor had to report it. Yeah, you're right. Like, if the 10-year-old boy who allegedly was AR'd by Diddy was given a drink, he was AR'd, and you would see this in different areas. And this is a gets to me, a 10-year-old child given a drink, being roofied. Wait, who does that? Who would think of that? This is what you call a child predator. Anybody that is after children this way, that's a child predator and deserves to be behind bars. And so do those co-conspirators. They do. You said, I went to Making the Band, not to audition, but just to stand outside, and they were inviting girls to the after party, says Elisa. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. The doc is supposed to report those. You're right. But do they always get reported? That's the question. Do they always get reported? Do people always report? No. And especially because, like, this is the early 2000s. We don't know what was going on. We just don't know. But I believe they had after parties with that. I believe it. And I believe that just like I believe with Lou Pearlman. I'm like, Lou Pearlman, remember when the Making the Band show, when Lou Pearl, I remember that was the first Making a Band that I ever watched because it was like on public television. Making the Band with Lou Pearlman, and he would be there when when the boys, and I say the boys because to me they were young, they were undressing themselves. They had no shirts, they're over here working out, and Lou Pearlman sitting his big ass over here on the chair, judging them, telling them how to sing when he himself has no fucking talent. But because he was able to drive some of these industry, the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, I mean, he built his name off of that, wanting to become famous because of that. Had these young performers in like crazy ass working conditions to get them what they're at, which, I mean, it paid off. Don't get me wrong. But Lou Pearlman is still, he still scammed people. He still hurt people along the way. Mars says, I haven't trusted the mainstream media for 20 years. I don't think we can. Like, I don't, and it's crazy because now it's like you got celebrities, all right? This is why somebody came in my chat and I went crazy the other day. Just a little bit, right? You have somebody, a lot of these celebrities, which I think it's a fucking joke. My opinion, it's a joke when you have these celebrities trying to tell, their fan base who they're endorsing in order to push a certain voting or a certain political agenda. It just drives me crazy because I'm like, let people make up their own mind instead of having you guys pay influencers or pay celebrities to do this for you. Like, it's just crazy. We should be able to follow who we want to. But even we were talking about earlier when we talked about Shine, I said, you guys, some of these politicians, they're all crooked. Nobody's straight. Like, everybody's crooked to a certain degree. Sylvia says, if he went to the hospital, it is policy for child services to get involved along with the police. That's what I would think. You just never know. What irritates me is that all these cases, there's going to be someone who is sick enough to give false allegations and make it sour the legit cases. My heart bleeds for the victims. Yeah, is it Sherelle? Yeah, Sherelle, I would expect that to happen. I would expect people, because it does happen, you guys. It does happen with certain cases, and that's the reality of it. And my hope is that we can review through some of these cases, and not only that, but also with the attorneys. I do side-eye some of the attorneys' involvement. Like, Tony Busby is about getting paid. It's about getting, the people that he's representing money. So he's going to do, whether it's driving the media, whatever he's going to do what he's going to do to drive that. So everybody's got a job, so to speak. However, still, I believe that, that there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I believe of a good portion of what's been said in these lawsuits. I do. And of course, we're going to leave that to the court to decide who's guilty or what. You know what I mean? Personal experience at 14, I didn't know what to do and was too ashamed and afraid to report anybody. You would be amazed how many people don't report. You know, he stole a large percentage of their money too, if I remember, says Last Ronin. Yeah, he did. If a hospital doesn't report it, it does make you wonder, you know. Thank you, Poe, for telling the folks to hit the like button, please, and thank you. There are so many lawsuits to look up, maybe because you have Pacer that have been dismissed or frivolous, and a lot of them have similar patterns of injury. Yes, and I think that there's a lot of watchful eyes with this, so I don't think that people are going to report if something's sketch. You know what I mean? It's just going to happen. Um, it's just how it is, you know? Yeah, some of these attorneys, like for me, oh my God. So let's talk about Ariel Mitchell. So I watch, and I don't know if I got into it in the last, I didn't because there was just too much going on. There is a new Chris Brown documentary. This is a side note, okay? And I'll make this quick. New Chris Brown documentary. Did you guys know that Ariel represented a Chris Brown victim, but because something happened with the text messages or the proof, it didn't look very well. So Ariel decides to drop her client. Yet another one, right? Drops her. But then decides to pick her up again when she decides, oh no, my client was being honest and she's telling the truth. So you drop her because you felt like she was being dishonest, but then you like get her back when you decide that she's like, especially now that she mentioned Diddy, now you feel like she's telling the truth. That lady, I'm sorry, there is something very like, I don't know. And I tried. You said Ariel always seems very, see, Night Charm was like, see, I told you what I was saying. Something's off. Ariel seems sketch. Anyone who knows a tape is being shot and doesn't tell the FBI can't be trusted. That's how I, you know what, MC? You said it. It's giving I'm working for the op. It's giving I don't know how to represent my victim. That's what it's giving. That's just my opinion. None of this is making sense whatsoever. None of it. I cannot. And now the media is reporting on these new lawsuits that are coming about. I mean, and what is Diddy going to do? What are Diddy's attorneys going to do? Well, we didn't do it. That's not true. It didn't happen. No, it wasn't us. Nope, it's lies. But you know what I was wondering too, you guys? Some of us, I personally, I'll speak for myself. I believe that Justin Bieber is a victim, right? I think we can assess that one way or another. He might have known what was going on. I mean, you know, he might have been exposed to different things. We definitely believe that Justin is a victim. Okay. But what would happen? Do y'all think that Justin would ever testify against Diddy? Do you guys think that Justin would ever like say, you know what, I got to speak up? Like that he would ever find it in his heart to just speak up and say what is going on? Let me know what you guys think. And as I'm putting in your Diddy on Twitter, you most definitely like, what if Diddy, you don't think so? You don't think he would speak? Oh my God. He was a child. He was a child. You just never really know. But a lot of people are afraid to speak out against Diddy at this point. And every time I hate Twitter because every time it's like they're putting a lot of shit out there that I'm just trying to get to where I need to go. And it's just too much. What do you think? You said many people. Ooh, hold up. He was a child. I believe he's a victim and an abuser himself. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to speak. That could very well be the case, you know? You said, I just wish for Justin that this would all get dealt with so he can focus on his son. This must be very hard. You don't think he's processed everything. Many people are covering up for some depraved crime. When things go wrong and these people get torn, they end up in the hospital and they have to tell them what happened. I think it could be both. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ASAP, how are you? You think he's embarrassing, Dot? You think he's embarrassed? You said, yeah. You said, yeah. Me too. I hope I hope he does. I think he will. He's child is growing up and wants to maybe protect him, right? Yeah, he's most definitely he's a victim. But what about his mother? Because like I said, like I personally feel like his mama, like you just left him there. Like where's she at? Do people feel no shame? You know? Mm. Let me know. You said I've been asking myself that as well. Maybe Justin doesn't want to seem like a victim. Male essayed victims rarely speak due to stigmas placed on them, as if they don't experience them because they're men. Right. You're right. Like, you're right. They don't speak up. But also, it's likely, did he have to participate in certain things? Especially like the 17-year-old, right? In this lawsuit where when he was being violated, it was said he was saying, I had to participate and he had to watch his emotions because that's when Diddy kind of like felt like, you're gonna tell, and if you tell anybody, you better watch out. Like that situation, Mar, thank you so much for the 4.99. Tired of these famous people trying to influence us on what to do and how perfect they are. They need to shut the fuck. Well, I'm gonna add the fuck. She said they need to shut up because we're finding out the truth. They need to shut the fuck up. I added the fuck in there. I did, Mar. I did. Because that's how I feel about these people. They just shut up. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, don't tell me what to do. Like I just don't want to know what you're doing and what to do. You know? I'm just going to say that. I feel like that. I would love to know how he would feel if God forbid is all this happened to his daughters with the beating and the drugging and the Ring, says that. I don't think I think that Diddy isn't even, like I said, he's not capable of feeling empathy for anybody else. I don't know if he knows how to feel. He might feel love for his kids, but I don't think he feels empathy for a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like how could he? If anybody felt empathy, you would report, you would do what you had to do. Incapable of empathy. That's what it is. Yeah. Ooh, sorry, I had to get a drink. There's a lot of victims, absolutely, but I would agree with that. It's like he's incapable of empathy. He's incapable of like, I don't know. It just seems to me that that's what it is. That's fine, Rabbit. Sounds better with the F word. Mars like, thank you for adding the F word. It sounds so much better. Yeah. Just like I'm like, just I added the F word. I know you'd probably gotten black if you said the F word. But it's just so much, you guys. It's so much. And it's like, all right, to be fair, Busby did say that there would be 25, at least 25 alleged minor victims, right? Busby did say that. So keep that in mind. There's going to be probably more out there that we don't know or we know of. But that's how I see it. You said correct. If the lack of empathy for anybody else that allows people like this to do heinous things to others, he may love his own, but it's mainly as they are mine, so no one can hurt them. That's right. That's vodka. Thank you for saying that. Like, shout out to you. That's how I see it. It's almost like he's lacking empathy for others, but you're right. Like, it's this idea of like nobody's gonna hurt mine. Nobody would mess with mine, Yeah. For Justin, it's probably made more painful that people that he trusted, yeah, Usher and Diddy are abusers, and maybe Usher delivered Justin. And also people are stealing his money too. You know what I mean? Like he was probably made a participant indirectly or directly, depending. Maybe that's what it is. You said when I went to making the band auditions, I was 14 or 15. And so were the other girls. And it was the bodyguards giving them invitations. I think you said that earlier, Alicia. I don't know. Rules for thee, not for me. That's right. You know? You said yes, absolutely. No empathy for others, possession, ownership of those closest, right? And almost like feeling like they own the industry, right? They do. They're just an extension of himself, hence the love. Narc, classic narc. Oh my gosh. I don't know. He's a crime lord. It reminds me of the character Salma Hayek played in Savages. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Who's behind Diddy? Who is behind Diddy? No worries, Crafty Kid. Shout out to you. Thank you, Crafty Kid. Um, who is behind Diddy? Let me know. Because listen, there's always somebody behind somebody. You said Quincy Jones. Put some names in the chat. I'm gonna do a poll because I want to know what you guys think in the chat. Who is behind all these monsters? Like who's behind all of them? Hold up. Let's do a little poll. Oh, I gotta end this one, I guess. Wow, 39% said no, they didn't get notifications. Okay, well, thank you for voting, guys. Let's put some names in the chat of who do you think is behind all these people. You said Clive? Okay, I think Clive, Jay-Z. All right. Who is behind Diddy? Wexler? Les Wexler? Okay. We said Clive, Davis, Jay-Z. Who else? Andre Harrell? Andre Harrell? All right. All right. Let me add another option. I don't think it's gonna. Let me see. Andre. I spelled Andrea. It's not Andrea with an A. Harrell. You said Oprah? Oprah? Y'all think Oprah too? Oh my God. Not Oprah. Lou Taylor? Yo, I can't fit all these names in one. Y'all gonna have to. You guys are gonna have to deal. All right. Well, out of the 4 here, see, I'm Lou Taylor's the only female that I'm seeing here being mentioned. Russell Simmons. Okay, well, I got 4 so far. Go vote. And while you're voting, please hit the like button. Please and thank you. There are many names we don't know behind the. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like there are many names that we probably don't even know that aren't public. I mean, honestly, you, it's like a human set. Diddy's like a human centipede. Lou for sure. All right, go vote. Go vote. Okay. You guys really vote for Lou Taylor's being behind a lot of this? Knowing? Well, you said it's a bunch of dead dudes. Well, let me say this, okay? I can believe that Lucent Grange, there's that. I can believe that that there are entities behind. And there's some entities that we don't even have names of. I believe that. I definitely believe that there are other folks that we don't have names of. They're just rich folks out there. What do y'all think? Go vote. You said Lieutenant. Man, I'm okay. Well, we're gonna do a. Is this all male? We'll do a female poll. Okay. Go vote. Let me get to 100 votes on the male poll. All right. Go vote and hit the like button. Did anybody notice Bieber's dad is in the video invite that he made? All the actors and singers to the cameras for just him. I just found it very odd. Huh. Benny Medina. Oh my God. Night Charm. See, Benny Medina. Tommy Mottola. You already know. Those are on my list. They're very quiet. Has Tommy Mottola made any public announcements yet? You said all the above. So I know I should have. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this a different way. Let me end it right here, y'all. Okay. We going to do 2 polls. We're going to do Lou Taylor. Les Wexner. See how many I can fit in one poll. Lou Taylor, Les Wexner, Quincy Jones. I don't think I'm going to fit that many. Quincy Jones. Quincy Joe. See, I can't even fit all of them. You said Tyler Perry. No, stop. Not Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry too. Well, actually, let me stop. Oprah's another one too. Tyler Perry. It's been said that Tyler Perry does the most. I mean, there's some allegations that are coming about him. So I don't know Tyler Perry, but it's been said. The producer that Gaga was talking about, all these higher ups, all these like, I can't even add them. There's too many. I'm gonna need Twitter, or excuse me, YouTube, to do like a all-inclusive poll, but it doesn't. There's like character limits to this, you guys. I can't. You guys, listen, let me just say this, okay? We are going to continue to keep reporting on this. That's all we can do, is continue to report. I want to thank everybody for supporting my channel tonight. Thank you guys. There's been a lot of multiple giftings today. Thank you guys for supporting. Yes, please. Yeah, we don't disrespect. Stop with the gay bashing. Who's gay bashing? Please. Thank you, Chico, for blocking. We don't do all that. If y'all don't like somebody, you don't have to like somebody. You say, if you go like, I cannot. I think I'm done, you guys. I'm done today. But I'm tired too, and I could tell. Like I told you guys, I was getting sick. I'm getting through something right now. So I took Theraflu last night, and I felt a little bit better today, but I'm back to feeling shitty, so I'm gonna have to take some more Theraflu. You guys, this is too much. Y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If more news breaks, we gonna talk about it. You know I'm gonna be here. You know it. Okay. I will see you guys on the next one. And again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. Y'all are amazing. Okay. Yes, it takes dedication. That is true. Girl, I gotta be. Let's go. But thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.